Celebrity Sleaze, presented by McDonald's. The best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
Barnes, I knew this was going to happen. Yes, Tom Brady regretting some of the jokes that happened on the roast of Tom Brady.
Of course.
I mean, he was on the pivot. He regretted the special and that some of the jokes even affected his kids.
I loved when the jokes were about me. I thought they were so fun. I didn't like the way that it affected my kids. So it's the hardest part about like the bittersweet aspect of when you do something that you think is one way and then all of a sudden you realize I wouldn't do that again.
Of course, Barnes, I don't know if you can do this when there's a roast, if you can have stipulations, but
Rules? That wouldn't be much of a roast.
Don't you think, though, just out of respect, that you don't go for the kids or the ex? I mean, there were a lot of negative things about Giselle. I mean, I don't know.
Gisele,
yes.
Yeah.
He didn't care about people busting him up about Deflategate and, leaving his family for football, and he didn't.
Those are fair. But it's kind of unsaid. Why would you go after his kids?
Yeah.
I mean, the ex-wife, comedians are going to argue, well, she's not really, out of it, but you can't really go in making demands.
The other big story going around, of course, is about Kelly Clarkson and her now admitting that she did do a weight loss pill. Well, coming to her defense is Al Roker. On the Today Show, he reminded viewers that, remember, he's fought obesity himself and that he had gastric bypass surgery. In 2002, he lost 100 pounds. Quote, "There's too much judgment going on." Talking about Kelly, people, as long as they're working with their doctors and being healthy about it, people ought to just back off and let them live their lives. Now, if you remember, Hoda and Jenna kept the topic going during the fourth hour of the Today Show, praising Kelly for her transparency about losing weight.
I get being afraid of it. It's like, wait, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to do it this way, but there's also a point where she made that choice.
And look how healthy she is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think she's ever been happier or healthier.
Yeah.
And we get to witness it.
Someone else coming to her defense, Whoopi Goldberg, after appearing on her show earlier this week, speaking about, her journey, and Clarkson explaining she's not using Ozempic and says her doctors prescribed her medication to help her get to a healthier weight for someone her size.
I don't know why, because they kick her behind when she's bigger. They kick her behind when she's lost the weight, and now they're kicking her behind because she said it out loud. Maybe she was more comfortable hearing somebody say, that's what I did.
Wait, but here's the thing. This is not about that she did that. This is about she lied.
And a lot of people, if you look at the comments in any of these stories, people are like, why didn't she just say that to begin with?
That's what I'm saying. No one is shaming anyone for doing, they may joke lightheartedly about someone, not even Kelly Clarkson, about doing Mounjaro or Ozempic or whatever. But it's about the lie. She came out and someone directly asked her, which she doesn't have to answer at all, but she said diet and exercise. And it had been like 20 minutes, and all of a sudden she lost all this weight.
I hate this for her.
So that's what it's about, I think.
It's brutal. Somebody else talking about their struggles and an eating disorder, Christina Applegate. During Monday's episode of her Messy podcast that she does with Jamie Lynn Sigler, she reveals that her body image issues started in childhood but got worse after she got the part of Kelly Bundy on Married with Children in 1987. This is really scary. Listen to this quote. "I wanted my bones to be sticking out, so I didn't eat." It was very scary to everyone on the set because they were like, Christina never eats, and I didn't. I guess she deprived herself of food for years and would punish herself if she did eat something.
I could see that. She gets booked on this show playing the sexy, whatever, and she has to stay little.
It's really sad. She said, "I was sitting on the toilet and I saw only bones." She admits that the demon in her head has been coming back really loud because, as you know, she's suffering with MS, which led her to gain 45 pounds.
Yeah, the demons of Hollywood. People will sell their soul in the moment, then they realize, man, I've got to keep this charade up.
It's unbelievable. God, more is coming out about Dan Schneider, accused of sexual misconduct by All That star Lori Beth Denberg. She claims that Dan showed her porn, initiated phone sex, and more during her time at Nickelodeon. When is this going to end? Growing number of accusations of misconduct that Dan is facing in the wake of that docuseries quiet on the set. She said she was 17 when she joined the show in 1994. Dang.
You know those videos on TikTok where they show people's houses, like celebrity houses, are using Google Maps and they go over it?
Yeah.
This dude banked. They showed his house out in the LA area. It is massive. And he now, I guess, is forking over, big amounts of money to now go after all these people and go after the network.
It's unreal what's happening in this story. I have a little Chris Hemsworth story for you, but the better one is the second story. In the first one, in the Times of London, he's kind of criticizing all these actors that have starred in Marvel movies that later went on to complain about the Marvel movies. So he's kind of defending them. And it goes on and on. He says he's disappointed by, Martin Scorsese and Francis Ford Coppola's criticism of superhero movies. But the best story about Chris Hemsworth, Barnes, is what he said about Brad Pitt. Did you see this?
No.
Oh, he revealed he's a big fan of Brad Pitt's work, adding that when he was growing up, he and his brothers would watch movies like Legends of the Fall on loop. Quote, "There's never been a more beautiful man on screen." There you go.
Oh, so I thought he was about to diss him, but he's broing him out?
Yeah, what a bro thing.
Total bro
The
down.
most beautiful. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Taylor Swift. This is from Rob McElhaney on Good Morning
Fram,
America.
We're going to get you to say his name right one
McElhaney?
day. McElhaney.
Rob McElhaney.
Yeah.
Expressing how much he would love to have Taylor Swift come see his Wrexham football team play.
You think? Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's saying that knowing he can make it happen because of Ryan Reynolds,
Dad, they're buds.
right?
But I think there's always a plan to get Taylor involved in something. But both Jason and Travis have assured me that they will be attending a game, and we're going to try to get Taylor there.
I mean, she will do it. She's over there right now, right? She's in
It's got to happen.
France and England and whatever.
Yeah, but she's like double dating with Bradley Cooper and Gigi Hadid.
Man,
so.
she's got the life.
Oh, here's another Taylor story. This is a parenting lesson, a teaching moment. Jimmy Fallon easily could pull strings to get Taylor Swift tickets, right? For his two daughters?
Yeah.
He didn't. He says he told them, quote, "No, you have to earn certain things. I can't just do this for you." They're the nicest kids. His daughters are 9 and 10. Not going to buy them tickets.
I've tried forever.
You tried, but didn't you get beaten down?
By you.
I did? Because I didn't get them for you?
I've been trying to get Taylor Swift tickets from you for my daughters for 7 years.
Well, you can't get free tickets. You have to buy them.
It went from Leslie promising a backstage meet and greet to I can't even sniff the cardboard
I know.
of a fake old ticket.
I feel bad about that, too. I mean,
Instead, now they're going to orphanages because they've spent all of their money seeing Taylor Swift multiple times.
Hey, do you remember the whole Oscar thing when Robert De Niro thought that he won?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
on
was
Fallon,
sad.
De Niro admits to thinking he won an award that Robert Downey Jr. won because he was confused hearing the name called.
But when you're at the Academy Awards and they go, and the winner is Robert.
Yeah, that happened.
I saw your
I didn't
face.
go like this, but
a little bit, yeah. I saw you act a little bit.
How embarrassing.
At least he talked about it. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.